Well, during next week's solar eclipse, day will turn into night as the moon blocks out the sun.
All right, totality only lasts a few minutes or seconds, depending where you are, but this may be just enough to throw a wrench into the solar power production along the path of totality. Duke Energy spokesman Randy Wheelis joins us now from the Queen City of Charlotte. Randy, good morning. Thanks for talking to us. So tell us how the eclipse is going to affect Duke Energy and the solar grid.
Yeah. It's funny, North Carolina is second in the nation for solar power. So when the eclipse happens in the middle of the afternoon, we're going to lose a lot of solar power all at once, as much as could power 250,000 people. So what we've been planning now at Duke is to make sure we've got power plants in reserve that can kick in when that solar is dipping down, but also that we can pull them back when that solar starts to ramp up afterwards.
You know, the whole event takes about 3 hours. Totality will be, 2.5 minutes-ish in this area. How is that different than just having a cloudy day?
It's a cloudy day. I mean, we know that beforehand. But what we're going to have here is solar at a high peak, operating at a big peak, and then dipping very quickly. Sometimes we talk about thunderstorms. They crop up quickly, but thunderstorms are very isolated. This is going to be totality over the state, pretty much 90% plus. So there's just a sharp drop down in power production. We're going to have to balance that out, but then able to balance it back when that solar starts to ramp back up.
I got to be honest with you, Randy, when you think of solar power, North Carolina definitely didn't come to my mind. And you said you're number 2 in the country for solar power production?
Number 2, only behind California.
Wow.
There's a lot of solar in eastern North Carolina, a lot of large tobacco farms that were growing tobacco or soybeans over the years. Well, now those farms are doing solar. So they're large tracts of lands, they're flat, not trees there. So it's great for solar power. Energy policy probably in the state had a lot to do with it as well. But when you add it all together, we're right behind California.
So you're pretty certain that no one's going to sense a difference in their power?
No, I think a good day for us would be a sunny day. People are running their air conditioners, enjoying life, and can go outside and see the solar eclipse, and, a great phenomenon, and we hope they enjoy it here in the Carolinas.
Let me ask you this. If you were doing this on a day where it was like 70 degrees outside, would you have such a demand on the power? Would you need to even make the natural gas reserve an option?
Well, the thing is, the solar runs, when it wants to. So even on a winter day where it's sunny, we're getting a lot of solar power. So a sunny day is going to give us more solar power. Obviously, the fuel is free, so we want to take advantage of that where we can. It's just that in this case, it's going to be in the middle of the afternoon where solar is at its peak. It's going to very quickly. We've got to make that difference up and then pull that back because that solar is going to ramp back up right after the eclipse.
All right, Randy Wheelis.
We appreciate that from Duke Energy this morning. Jen, what else is coming up on AMHQ?
We got a tree.